What are you squeezing a whitehead? What is that? John.
Hey, Wid.
I'm trying. Oh, we're going to cut away right over there. I was drawing woo-woo because look at this fold out of the train. That's a beautiful thing, John.
Kensil Culture, Puppets, Props, Puns, Podcasts.
Gentlemen, welcome once again to another edition of the pop culture magazine, Kensil Culture. Hi, I'm the legendary Wid, and along with my boss here, the grand poobah of trivia himself, let's have a nice hand for Mr. John Kensil.
Hey, people. Thanks for checking our show out and sharing it and telling your friends about it. And naming your children after John and Wid.
Here's a big hand for you, John.
Okay. Look, 2 fingers. Give me 2 fingers of a...
One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, my God, this guy. Wid, did you have a pet as a kid?
Never had a pet as a kid. We never had a pet. I think I had one. You know, we had 7 kids in the family. We didn't need a pet. And I was very afraid of dogs because I was chased, as like in
really
2nd grade, I was chased by a dog. So I was afraid of dogs for a long time. Plus, they got more attention than me, John.
Did you ever?
I don't like that when, man, woman, whatever, old, young. If they get more attention to me, no, it don't cut it.
Did you ever go to the zoo and see any animals with your family, all 7 of you?
You know what? We did go to, Yeah, when you went to the zoo, you needed 2 tickets.
Oh, why?
One to get in and one to get out. But ladies and gentlemen.
Christ almighty.
Yes, we went to the Staten Island Zoo. My father took us there, okay? The Staten Island Zoo. Staten Island is
I went there once.
Part of New York City.
They had a pigeon.
But we went to the Staten Island Zoo, and actually we were looking at the tiger. Okay.
And Tiger's like, what are you looking at?
And
a tiger, the orange stripes.
A tiger, an orange striped tiger, a Bengal tiger. And we're looking at, and we're kids. We never saw a tiger. And my father's from Jersey City. The only animals he ever saw were opossums. And opossums. But anyway, we're all looking at the tiger. And all of a sudden, my dad goes, hey, look. The tiger's tail is standing straight up. And we all went, wow. And just as we said that, the tiger started to pee on us, okay? And so we were actually baptized with tiger urine, okay, at a young age.
And they gained superpowers.
You gain superpowers, yes. I mean, and now for applause.
Antique. No.
And that was one frightening thing. I guess I shouldn't be afraid of dogs. I should be afraid of tigers.
It's funny you said that because we mentioned on one of the previous shows about Mike Douglas was filmed in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
Well, a couple times they brought on the guy like Joan Emery from Los Angeles Zoo, the other guy, right? But a couple times they brought lions on the show.
Okay.
And when a lion or a tiger has to urinate, it can go 20 to 30 feet. It just sprays out that way. It's like it said it got so bad that or even when they go to the other funny sit down bathroom,
yeah,
they had to get guys with pieces of plywood to block it so they wouldn't get sprayed or hit by this monstrosity.
I guess it's it's kind of hard to be an animal, or it's art to be an animal wrangler. To actually be able to understand the habits of an animal right there. And there's a lot of animal lovers out there. And
that's exactly what I want to talk about. It's there's a famous video that the whole gang looks at and everybody knows about, where a hunter is out hunting.
Yeah.
And he brings his portly wife. And I think they're in the Yankton game land. And he covered himself in female deer urine, right? And that's like the hunters.
They sell it.
Right.
Because that is like the attraction.
Yeah, it's like CK1 for deer. Well,
Did they? You can buy that, and it'll cost you a lot of dough.
But you can't. Some places you can get it under.
Go ahead, John.
Get under $1, but there's a famous video where the guy soaks himself in female deer urine to attract a buck, and like he's looking at the camera saying to his wife, like, "Isn't this funny?" And of course, a big 10-point buck comes up, a big hulking, sturdied out Barry Bonds comes up, right? And I'm going to say it politely. It's probably like when a guy goes to a port and thinks he has a hot girl, and it's a tranny, a lady boy.
Yeah.
And he, I'm not saying it negatively.
Yeah.
It wasn't what he expected.
You're no Mike Love.
Yes, it wasn't what he expected. So the deer rears up, and we ever see when deer fight? They did it, and you hear that noise, cluck, 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 cluck. They're fighting like that. This deer rears up and starts hitting the guy because he's mad at him, right?
Oh my goodness!
And that has to hurt. That strong muscle going. It's hit him in the face, and he's going, "Put the camera down, help me!" And the deer must hit him about 35 times.
Well, that deer must have been ticked. Sorry,
and the guy falls on the ground, and the deer stomp on him. It didn't kill him, but he was severely injured by him.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think there's a photograph of him. He has like a black eye, and he had to go to like Yankton General to get stitches and stuff. And but it was brutal. All right, now
not everybody is afraid of deer.
Correctamundo, right?
And what happened in the meth capital? The meth.
All right.
The meth capital, St. Joe, Missouri. There was a woman named.
Now, all right.
Tell the woman's name.
All right. As I'm reading this now, I'm starting to think this is maybe an internet rumor, not really a real story.
I'm thinking so too.
All right, because the woman's name was I can't say this is a family show. All right, her name was Anita Dick and Me.
That's. Yeah,
all right.
Show them.
Oh, well, it's typed here, so it means it's true. Anita Dick and Me, 43 of St. Joseph, Missouri, who allegedly took a baby fawn into her house, and
a baby fawn. That's a like a little Bambi.
Yeah, and it said she took the deer into her home and raised the deer with intentions of training the baby deers to attack hunters. But she was arrested because she was giving the deer crack cocaine to make them violent. And it said when she was locked up, Anita Dick and Me was in possession of several grams of meth. All right.
What a weird drug. A weird drug to get hooked up on. And I hear it's very easy to get.
Well, somebody wrote her ex-boyfriend, Harry Bolzonga, was asked for a comment, but he turned him down. Right? And someone said, her name's Anita Dick and Me. I think you should free Dick and Me.
Well, she was a semi-hoarder, your girlfriend Anita, and she was actually out there, and she would steal electronics out of people's garages and off their porches. She was like sort of a passive sort of burglar, which a lot of the meth heads are. And when they found her, a guy followed a deer that was messed up, followed the deer back to her house. And when he came in, because he was looking for a clock radio that had been stolen off of his porch. And so, and he knew it was this lady, but he didn't know where she lived, but he knew about the deer. So he followed the deer to the girl's house, to Anita
Dick and Me.
And a lot of ladies feel that way. And she was sitting there in a duct tape bikini, all right? In a duct tape bikini, taking apart his radio, clock radio. And that's how she got caught.
And it's true because it's on Facebook. Well, I'm looking at the St. Joseph, Missouri Police Department.
Yeah.
St. Joseph Animal Control picked up this dangerous pit bull. We're trying to find the owners. You can fill a form to adopt him for $250. What is that? It's a baby bear. It's a bear with claws. I think this is all BS, right? It says this. Can you read that into the microphone?
It says, the St. Joseph, Missouri Police Department would like to make a PSA to all. What does PSA mean?
Public
service announcement. Oh, okay. I'm WID. Okay. PSA to all teenagers in the surrounding areas. Please stop throwing condoms filled with urine at residents. That makes sense. Okay, we've gotten over 30 calls in the last 2 days of people complaining about getting hit with urine-filled condoms.
There's a picture of a urine-filled condom.
They didn't see that coming. All right, but this is a firm warning. All right, I hope you have a firm warning for you to cut it out, because the first time we catch you, you're going to be charged with several felonies. Tread lightly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think this is like a joke site. Is there even a St. Joseph, Missouri?
No, St. Joseph, Missouri is and it has been, Independence, Missouri has been the meth capital for years and years. I remember before even the epidemics of, that sort of drug, that people would talk about Independent, you got to watch out for the meth heads.
Well, there's another one here. St. Joseph, Missouri. The St. Joseph Police Department has yet another incident with the North Bell Taco Bell. As officers were getting their food, they noticed a methane odor coming off their food. As they turned to look, they saw an employee jack me off.
Come on, no. Jack me off. Yes. Okay. This has to be a.
Digging in his back door and wiping his underwear on people's food. The officers immediately demanded a refund, and they took Jack me off into custody after a short struggle. During the altercation, the suspect could be heard. The suspect, as he's being arrested, could be heard, "I'm a shit on you pigs," and tried to drop his drawers.
Jack me off sounds like the guy who's filling condoms with urine and throwing them at people. He was, I would be pissed. Okay.
But it may, it's. This has to be obviously a fake.
But that's so weird. You could see people taken over by drugs and how delusional they are, and to be in Missouri, which is semi-rural, and to be able to give deers freaking meth and.
It's funny. This stuff doesn't happen. Now, there's another story that I initially read in one of these Sun magazine, that I didn't believe it until I saw that it was actually true. In Germany, a guy taught his dog how to.
Was he a K9?
Yes, right. And his dog to do that with his paw, the Sieg Heil salute.
You're kidding?
No, right. And he got a year or 2 years in jail because Germany totally wants.
Oh, right? You can't say nothing over there.
But the article said that they had to go through extensive training because to train a dog not to do that, right? But I just thought that was interesting. It's these animal stories are incredible, the woman was 43 years old, and so like 20 years ago, she was in school. And, we're in college or something like that. And she had a name like Anita Dick and Me. Oh, that poor woman.
And that poor wife, she must have got, no wonder she didn't go to the convent or something like that after being, tortured all her life. And what was the other guy? Jack me off?
Yeah, poor guy.
Oh, poor guy. I mean,
Oh, man. Vandalism has been spotted on the streets of St. Joseph, Missouri. We believe this is the work of Antifa members, and the mayor authorized the St. Joseph Police Department to utilize everything they have. Well, there's all potholes in the street, and somebody's been walking around the town of St. Joseph, Missouri, spray painting. I've seen holes filled in better on Pornhub.
They are wild in Missouri. I guess they got, that's like the heart of the Midwest. That's, or the beginning of the Midwest. And,
I can't say the prostitution sting ends in a major bust. Operation Bumblebee by the St. Joseph, Missouri Task Force ended in the arrest of Tina Tuna Thompson, 25 of St. Joseph. After public complaints of degenerate males congregating in a St. Joseph's trailer park near a shed, clearly marked with a sexual message, Tina Tuna Johnson.
And this is St. Joseph's. He's Jesus' surrogate father.
Well, said the street team of undercover officers went 30 times to pinch her, and they were all sexually pleasured. Then they arrested her after they were sexually pleasured, right? She was charged with 1 count of prostitution and 36 counts of sexual assault, right? But it had a picture of the shed. I can't say that, but where she was having sex. It's a shed that has the word F on it with a male appendage spray painted on it. And that's where they got her at.
That's you skirted around that dirty thing that said F-U-C-K.
Yeah.
Hot or whatever. And
but
hey.
That's
is
it.
That time? We're planning a trip, ladies and gentlemen. We're planning a trip to St. Joseph's, Missouri, okay? And it'll be a lot of fun for everybody because we want to see some of those potholes filled. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been, okay, another edition of that pop culture magazine, Kensil Culture. And we want you to press the subscribe button and what?
Share it, subscribe, and ring that bell.
And ring that bell. Ladies and gentlemen, Legendary with John Kensil, thank you for tuning in.